Well, you may remember this. This was the scene at Ohio Stadium more than a week ago when Ohio State and Michigan players fought at midfield after the game. Police had to use mace to break up the fight. And tonight, we're getting our first look at what police saw when this was all going on. Now, we've been digging through several body camera videos from several different officers to try and paint a clearer picture of what happened in the moments after that game ended. 10 TV's Carly Dion walks you through the video.
As the Buckeyes started to let their loss to Michigan sink in, a brawl sends players, coaches, and staff to the Block O, with police officers rushing to break it up. It all started with a Michigan player parading their flag on the field. Stop! The crowd's uproar drew everyone's attention to what was happening. As head coach Ryan Day could be seen hanging back as the fight broke out, Michigan's head coach got involved, working to get his players off the field. More than a dozen body-worn camera videos show officers making every attempt to break up the fight, separate the teams, and de-escalate the situation, all while making sure other people and officers were okay. Franklin County Sheriff's Office Chief Deputy Jim Gilbert says in his more than 30 years in law enforcement, he's never seen a fight like this one.
I don't think there's any police academy out there that's training police officers to be on a field and try to separate 15, 20 people in full gear that are involved in an altercation after a game.
Gilbert says his department was focused on monitoring the crowd until they quickly had to pivot to separating players. When their efforts to stop the fight continued to be unsuccessful, several officers deployed mace, giving multiple warnings ahead of time.
Do you believe the use of mace was warranted in that situation?
I can tell you that from my perspective as the detail commander there for the sheriff's office, mace was the right option. It was in the air and it made people separate to try to get to where there was not the mace, which had the desired effect.
And as challenging as it was,
you good? Yeah.
He acknowledges it could have been much worse.
Thank God the fans did not rush the field, because as law enforcement, we had our hands full already with both teams getting into it, the crowds roaring.